So here's my option watch list for March 15th, 2021. I'm watching FFIV for a long. It's a slow mover, so probably going to get some time if I take it. Really want to see it push 200 and kind of push up there. We're starting to get a lot of news about places opening and Vegas is packed and stuff like that. So I'm watching watching Marriott again. We start to get above 151. 159, it's already been there, and good news is coming. So, that's a good idea. MongoDB, it was 428, it's 320, and we'll get into the Qs here in a bit. So there might be real value down here. We just maybe need to be patient and see if it reverses. ABBV, or ABBV, however you say it. It's been as high as 113. It's sitting at 108. This is real slow, but we'll be able to pick up an option with time. We got the MACD curling. We got a nice base forming. Market turned up, so there might be real options with time here. Just like everything else is opening, we got Royal Cruise. Vegas is opening. Cruises are going to go. Was 98, or sorry, it was 99, setting right around 90.23. So there might be real value in here. Maybe some time. We'll see. Twitter. So we have Twitter. Twitter's right now at 68.10. It's been as high as 80. This is a cheaper option play. We'll talk about the Qs here in a minute, but if the Qs go blasting, Twitter's going to follow it. ILMN, we can see it's down. This is going to have real value in this area. It's forming a base. MACD's not close, but we can certainly get a turnaround. We got a nice base, and here we got a nice little hammer. Maybe we can climb back through here. 405 was 555. eBay, nice another cheap option play. Get above 56. It was 64. Nice and slow, kind of cheap. QS is actually one of my favorite put setups. Really looking forward to break the 54 range with confirmation. Declining volume and it's going up, so there might not be much interest in paying, and this is hard to see, but any kind of real volume will cause this MACD to go down. So, the only real support I see here is at 37. We're sitting at 58. You start to break here, you can start to take out these daily supports. And then work for a put. The ideal here is basically, if places are opening, what value does remote work have? I mean, it has some, but it doesn't have as much. So I think we're really on a downtrend with just a bounce here, and we're going to continue down. So let's talk about QQQ real quick. You can look up the fund index, but the two primary holdings are Apple and Microsoft. Usually Apple lags Microsoft a little bit, but if we get above the 518 range or the 318 range, we can start to climb back up to the 338 range. The problem is, we're at an all-time high in the markets and the Qs are lagging. So how does that play out? With the MACD coming up, with volume coming back in, but we really need to see it push with volume. So remember, the stocks that make up the Qs are Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook, Tesla, and Google. You start to get into smaller portions after there's actually a bunch of stocks, but those are the top 10. So if you see the Qs running and Apple's lagging, play Apple. So for me, there's two big questions this week. The first question is, does the SPY continue up with the Qs, right? Because the SPY's already at all-time highs, but the Qs are lagging. So it would stand to reason if the Qs start blasting, the SPY's going to start blasting. The diamonds, right? So, the diamonds, they're blasting, but the Qs are lagging, right? Microsoft and Apple's are big players. So they start blasting, this is going to blast. So that's question number one. Does the SPY and the diamonds continue with Qs lagging, right? Or are we going to have a pullback and they blast, or how's that going to play out? The other question I'd like to know is, how's Tesla going to play out? Right? Tesla has been a little decoupled from the Qs and a little bit decoupled from the SPY. So, that's the two bits for the week. Does the Qs push the markets to insane highs? And does Tesla tie back to the SPY and the Qs? We shall see.